Why is there so much darn near hatred for single moms? Where is it coming from? Oftentimes, when I go online, I will see comments. Some men have even made it their identity to disparage single mothers. And I don't get it because what is wrong with the parent that actually stepped up? It makes absolutely no sense to me. If you understand this weird, I call it weird because it is weird, right? Weird thing that's going on. I have my theories, which I will share with you later. If you understand it, please join me in this discussion because I see a lot of it. And it's like single mom bad, single mom bad, single mom don't talk to a single mom. It's almost like single moms are diseased. There's certain people, certain men, and some women online that make it look like being a single mom is a disease. And here's the funny thing, single dads, yay, hero, praised, wow, great job. So, what is it about single mothers that gets some people so riled up that some have even made it their whole online identity to set up podcasts where they hate on single mothers, where they talk bad about single mothers? I could show you right now. Just go on one of these social media apps, boom, 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 boom. Negative speak about single mothers. And I'm trying to understand it because when I think single mothers, I'm thinking, I know we could get really technical and be like, oh, well, this type of person or this type of person. I'm not going to get into the full definition of, oh, is it a single parent that's, active? I'm talking about women that are taking care of their kids by themselves. They're single women, they're unmarried, that are taking care of their responsibility without a man. We're not going to talk about, maybe she forced the man into being, she wanted to be a single mom. Nobody really actually wants to be a single mom, by the way. But we're not getting into that. We're talking about the women that have stepped up when a man didn't. What is this beef? Like, it is literally beef. You see the disdain online and you're like, I really don't get it. And I really want to understand where it's coming from. I really want to understand the mental of the people that think this way. Like it's serious. You see some of the stuff that they write and you're like, golly, where is this darn near hatred coming from? Because in my opinion, a single mother is the one that actually stepped up and decided, I am going to be responsible. And I'm not going to run away from my responsibilities. And I'm going to take care of my child. And I'm going to love my child. And I'm going to raise my child as best that I can. I know some will say, oh, kids that grow up, in single mother homes, blah, blah, blah. I don't buy that because I have seen people that grow up in two-parent households that didn't turn out right. So now I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that she's a single mom per se. It could be economic issues because as a single parent, you have one income coming in and you most likely probably have to work a lot and you do not have the time to be there the way you would like. But you're still responsible. You're still making sure there's a roof over your child's head, taking care of your child. And again, kids from two-parent households can go through neglect as well. So I need to understand this. If you have some type of clarity for me about this topic, please, I beg you, drop a comment below. And I decided to, introduce this. It's not a new channel, obviously. I decided to introduce this new segment of my channel with this particular topic as it's one topic that actually irritates the heck out of me when I see it. When I go online and I see somebody post, oh, single mother, bad. Single mother, oh, well, there you go. You're a simp for dating a single mother. I feel like men that think that way, they're very low-brained. They're not very intelligent. Because again, you can't box all single mothers into one. And even if you could, dude, this is the person that stepped up. This is the person that actually decided, I am not going to abandon my child and I'm going to be responsible. And don't fool me with that whole, women control, the do that leads to having kids. Because guess what? The law doesn't see it that way. It's two people doing the do. And two people should be equally responsible for the result of the do, right? So when one person is not responsible for the result of the do, and one person says, you know what? I'm going to do what it takes to make sure this child is okay. I'm going to take care of my kid. Even if this man that I'm like, aren't you going to see your child? Aren't you going to send money for your child? Aren't you going to buy your child stuff? Yo, you're missing, is not going to show up. And then you have, I'm going to get into the men that come years later, you know, when the child is all grown, then they show up and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a big believer in forgiving those type of men. I'm not, because I see them as heartless and I feel like they're selfish. I'm not a big believer in forgiving people like that. So when men like that are not being vilified as much as the single mothers are, it bothers me. I'm like, shouldn't you be directing this aggression at the man that decided to not step up to his responsibility? Where is the disconnect? There is a disconnect somewhere. And I do have my theories. I'm going to share two of them with you because, again, this is a long topic and I just wanted to reintroduce this channel. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe because I'm going to have more videos. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about different things, different issues, different things that I notice about life. And we're just going to, hash it out. Like, why is this going on? And we're going to learn from each other. I want to learn from you. If you have an opinion, drop it in a civilized manner. I say civilized because this is internet. Internet people can be very uncivilized sometimes, right? So drop it in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Why do you think some of these, I'll say men, because I see it a lot from men. And I also see it from a certain demographic of men. I'm not going to get into that, okay? But I see a lot of it from a certain demographic of men. Why do you think men vilify single mothers so much? I know there are tons of men out there that stand up for single mothers like, hey, why would you even say this about her? Or why would you be saying negative things about the person that stepped? That doesn't make any sense. Of course it doesn't make any sense, right? So I want to know, what is it about the parent that took on their responsibilities, that stepped up, that did what it took to raise this child? What is it that irks a lot of these people? Now, on to my theory. So I have two theories about the type of men that, vilify single mothers and talk bad about single mothers. Here are the two types of men that I think do this. One, men that actually hate their own mothers. Because think about it. If you were raised by a single mom and you had a good experience, she's loving, she's kind, she treats you great, you had a good experience being raised by a single mom, you're doing good. Why would you hate that? Why would you hate that person? Right? So I think a lot of these men, the first type, they're either products of single mothers, but they hate their moms. They might not know they hate their mothers, but they do. Because if you don't, you will not disparage what your mother is. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like me saying, oh, my mother is a Black woman and I don't like Black women. Doesn't make any sense. There's some men like that. I've seen Black men that say they don't like Black women. Like, your mother is a Black woman. Help me out here. Your mother is a Black woman. How do you say you don't like Black women, but your mother is a Black woman? That means you hate your own mother. And it starts with mothers. A lot of these men have mommy issues. And instead of going to therapy or, figuring it out, they come online and they say these nasty things and they, try to make themselves feel better that I'm validated in feeling that. This is my opinion of the two types of men that do this. And the second type, sheep. Yeah, that's it, sheep. They see something online or wherever or something and they mimic it. They don't have any real life experiences with maybe a single mother or whatever, but they see, oh, you know how it is. I feel like single moms have bad PR. So they see something like, oh, single mother bad, single mother bad, single mother bad. Then they start regurgitating what they heard. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, if 10 people say they're bad, then they must be bad. Then they start mimicking and regurgitating the talking points that they've heard from these hurt men, these men that need help, instead of getting help, they're berating single moms. That's my opinion about the two. I'm sure there are other types. If you know other types, please let me know. I'm really curious to get to the bottom of this. And I will continue this topic. I'm supposed to be going to Lara's Kitchen. She's doing some grilling. She's launching her channel. And I was like, you know what? I want to talk about this with you. I want to talk about this. What do you think? Why do you think this happens so frequently? What is up with these online men? Online is not real world. So let me tell you something funny. Online is not real world because there are men that berate single mothers online, but they end up marrying one. Make that make sense to me. But you're telling all these young, impressionable men, single mother bad, single mother bad. We all, have choices. Sometimes you don't plan to be a single mom. It happens. You could have a cheating partner, an abusive partner. So what do you want them to do? Stay and not raise their kids? Are you kidding me? You can't paint everybody with the same brush. That's impossible. It doesn't make any sense. So when I go see Lara's Kitchen to grill with her, yum, because I'm a foodie, we're going to talk about it. I want to ask her, what do you think? Why do you think men especially talk so much crap online about single moms? What is the problem? What's the beef? Again, like I said, it's beef with their moms. And they just might not know it yet, or people that are sheep. Because I don't get it. How is the parent that stepped up bad? Make it make sense to me. Tell me in the comments. How is the parent that stepped up bad? Okay. All right. That is going to be it. Don't forget to subscribe. I am going to be posting more. If you have not seen my other channel, Tony Youth Pain Wildlife, go and follow that channel as well. I know. How do you do it, Tony? You're all over the place. Oof, oof, oof. This is something I've been wanting to do for a very long time, but my nature channel takes a lot of my time. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to figure out how to do both. So that's where we're at right now. We're going to be doing both, okay? And I'm going to make sure that I'm updating this channel. Let's discuss these topics. Let's discuss this topic. There are a lot of topics that I want to talk about. There are a lot of things that I thought, when you're in the shower, you're thinking, why is this like this? There's a lot of that going on in here. And I chatty. All right. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.